left my body, like with a consciousness, and the room, and the city, and my country, and I was just going above and above, and then above the planet Earth. It just came to me through mystical experience. So basically, I think that experience is everything. I don't need proof from anybody about anything. The religion and spiritualism is considered as two different things because with spiritualism people also like to put understanding there and more science, and in religion is more about the kind of a so-called blind faith where you just believe some holy book the way it is and then you try to experience what you believe in. And so these are like two different paths. And then in spirituality, people, I think they don't want to use the word God. They want to use the word creation and so on. And I think it is because many people were, through history, just frustrated about certain aspects of religion. And they didn't find it that spiritual. Either they had the bad experiences with some priests, or pujaris or gurus that were not ethical, or they were forced to believe in something they didn't really understand or feel, or maybe the people that were preaching it were not the good examples of what they were preaching, and all these kind of things. And I think for that reason, many people just got into the aversion, and basically that the religion is basically like a stupid thing and so on. But if we see realistically, so many saints derived from the religion, so many exceptional personalities derived. So obviously it's not about religion that is wrong. We just have to recognize what we follow and what we can just ignore, because whatever is organized by humans will have flaws, will have weaknesses. We all have, right? So any organization or anything would have something that we don't like or something that, is not exactly up to the book. But that doesn't mean that we cannot acknowledge what is worthy in that religion or spiritual path and follow what we truly feel in our hearts and experiment and just see what is beneficial for us. Because I was in the path before that were more rational and spiritual and not religious, and more into meditation and understanding of things, a lot of life coaching, psychotherapy, these kind of things, to understand and understand and understand with the mind everything. But it just came to me through mystical experience that I understood, oh, well, that's not actually giving me the fulfillment. It gives me understanding, but that's not enough. I have to be fulfilled, and I have to really feel that I am connecting with my divinity inside. And that is not what this kind of spirituality gave me. And this is the reason why, as an intellectual and a spiritual person, I went through the spiritual teaching that also has rituals that are like kind of religious. But the way I see that is like a portal to the divine. I don't see it as a purpose by itself, neither I am blind in it. And if I would do pranam to the Murti, I understand that Murti is a portal to the divine that is also within me. So my understanding of religion is not exactly the way that is preached in a simple way. And it's very much in accordance with Babaji's teachings. Like, he didn't preach religion in that way, like this is really God, and you are small and this is a God that is big and it has nothing to do with you. You just do pranam to somebody else and you are just, like nothing there. I mean, it's not that that's what religion says, but it's that some people perceive that religion says, or maybe somebody translated it in that way. So I understand the aversion in the modern times that came to the religion, and now the science is more and more developing, but it's hardly developing to the extent of mysticism you can experience. So basically, I think that it's very nice to understanding is okay to one point, and then from one point you just have to give yourself in the mystery of something you can't explain. And I think that many people would not maybe agree with me because they say it can be explained, but it's not yet proved. It's okay, but why should it be proved if I experience it? So basically, I think that experience is everything. And that is why I'm doing sadhana and I'm staying in this place, because there are so many small things and mysteries you discover every day. And that's what it really matters. And it's coming from the heart. And that's not something that science, maybe they can prove, but how can science feel what I feel? The first experience that was really main in my life with Babaji was that I asked about the purpose of my life. And from the old spiritual people and philosophical people, I got the answer that it is a philosophical question. And basically nobody had the answer. And I was really shocked because I was like 13 or something, and I was like, is it possible that, like, when you are small, they say when you grow up you will understand. Now you grow up and then you don't understand, but not the only you don't understand, like nobody understands. So I asked Babaji, and I was meditating on that because my yoga teacher told me if you truly and modestly ask for something, you will get it from the divine. And I believed in that, you know, and faith is everything. And I don't know, maybe they will scientifically prove faith once, but I don't think so, you know, and it's everything. So I, uh, I meditated on that, and then I had the experience that was like a daydream. I even didn't know, I thought it will happen in meditation or the moment I asked question, but it came just spontaneously that I left my body, like with a consciousness, and the room, and the city, and my country, and I was just going above and above, and then above the planet Earth. And I felt that I am incredible peace and consciousness. You know, particle of the peace and consciousness in the universe. And that's what I truly am. And it's a perfection. And then I saw this planet Earth, but I felt when I was like going outside of that planet Earth, I felt regret. And what was that regret was because planet has a certain web around it. And I realized that that web is a web of human emotions and thoughts. And while I was in my body, while I was living there in the planet, I could not feel myself and understand myself outside of that web. I was thinking that I was that. And when I was in that huge cosmos, you know, such a perfect particle of consciousness and peace. I say particle, I don't know how to say. I mean, I don't know the form of it, you know. Maybe it's a star, maybe it's something else, which is my name. And I just felt that it was impossible that I was thinking that I was that. You know, it's just impossible. When you are not anymore in the body, you understand, like, how couldn't I have understood that? It's so obvious. But when you're in the body, that's all what you believe in. Oh, whatever I think, that's me. Whatever I feel, that's me. And that's what I am. And this body I am and nothing else. So basically, I experience what I am behind all that, and what is the truth of my existence, and that my purpose is to discover that divinity within while I'm in the body. And I came back and I was 15, and that's how my spiritual life started. And because that was a real experience, like I'm experiencing now that I'm sitting here, it was that kind of experience. So I don't need proof from anybody about anything, you know. It's such a proof. Experience is a complete proof. So proof above proof. So that's what really led me through all my life. And I did my best to implement spirituality in my life. And I explored the way how to do that, how to get to that divinity while I'm in the body.